Hey y'all, welcome to Humming Catfish. Today we're going to be making a pine needle skin tonic. So put on your boots, grab your basket, and let's go.
Well, I laid down last night.
So I found a recipe in Mother Earth News about a pine needle skin tonic. So I saw it had pine needle and witch hazel in it, which I use both of them already. I use witch hazel for bug bites and on my face and stuff like that. And then pine tea, I drink it and then it makes a really good foot soak that I can't recommend enough. And so I thought, why not try them both together? So here's what you're gonna need today. Pine needles, water, prepared witch hazel. So let's talk about some of the benefits of our friend the pine. Pine needles are antifungal. They reduce redness and inflammation. They are antimicrobial, which means that they keep wounds clean while they heal. They have antioxidants that help fight free radicals. It's a mild astringent, which reduces excess oil and tightens pores. It also helps soothe the itching and inflammation of eczema and psoriasis. If that doesn't convince you, let's talk about witch hazel. Witch hazel can be described as a large shrub or a small tree that is native to North America. It is anti-inflammatory. The gallic acid and tannins in it help with this. The tannins are also a powerful antioxidant that helps to fight free radicals. It is an astringent that reduces excess oil and tightens pores. It helps protect the skin from the elements. It is a big relief for bug bites and poison ivy, which is probably my favorite thing. Another thing about witch hazel is that it actually shrinks hemorrhoids. I wouldn't know. I've heard stories. I don't have hemorrhoids. Now, if you want to, for a cleaner process when you get home, you can take each of the little needles off for as much as you can, but I'm just gonna cut off some branches and put them in my basket and keep going. Most of what we have out here are called loblolly pines, and we have a lot of them. All right. This one actually had a branch low enough that I could pull down. So let me get my snippers and cut. Make sure when you're gathering your pine needles, don't take too many from one tree. Take a cluster from a tree and then move on to the next one. All right, I know I overdid it for what we're doing today. I figured I'd make extra for tea and foot soaks and stuff like that. So you don't have to get as much as I do. Just get enough for 3 cups, which is what we're gonna make today. It'll end up being just a little under a quart. And so maybe that much. Yeah, that's all you'll need. And now it's time to get back to the home place. All right, we are back at the home place with a basket full of pine needles. Let's get them out on the table and start pulling the needles off the branches. If you already did that out in the field, then you're one step ahead of me. So I'm just gonna start taking them out of the basket and then just pull and put them in there. Kind of a nice, mindless task. If you don't want the little brown end,
Fascicle.
Fascicle. If you don't want the little brown end, the fascicle on there, you can always take scissors and just cut them off. I know the word fascicle because I am very, very smart. All right, we got a nice bit of them. So we're gonna get these rinsed off, just kind of kick the dust off, and then we're gonna start to chopping. All right, for this next part, we're gonna get them cut into smaller pieces. That way there's more surface area for the water and get some of them good essential oils out. You can cut them with a knife if you want, but I'm gonna be using scissors, and I'm gonna cut them right into the pot that I'm gonna be using. I guess I'm cutting them, I don't know, maybe an inch. You can leave them longer than that if you want, or yeah, however you want to do it. All right, now we got a nice pot of pine needles. So what I'm gonna do is get this covered with water, put it on the stove, bring it up to a simmer, and let it simmer for about an hour. I got this covered a couple inches of water. I'm gonna get it up to a nice simmer, and then I'm gonna turn the temperature down so it just barely simmering, and then I'm gonna let that go for an hour. But I'm gonna continue to check it to make sure that there's still enough water. Just check on the situation. So I'll see y'all then. All right, the hour's up, and it looks like we got some pine needle tea going on. Now we're gonna strain out the pine needles and see what we got left. All right, so now that we have our pine needle kind of water extraction, I'm gonna get witch hazel, but I'm doing a 1:4 ratio. For every cup of the pine needle tea, I'm gonna use a 1/4 cup of this. So I'm gonna do 3 cups of this. And 3/4 cups of the witch hazel. I'm actually going to store mine in this mason jar. Ooh, not good at pouring. I smell the witch hazel more than I do the pine, but it definitely has the essence in it. Let me get a lid. I am going to put some in this little spray bottle, little mister, and then I can, you know, bug bites or whatever, instead of having to get out a cotton ball, I can just spray it on my legs, which my legs are basically one big bug bite by now anyway. I'm not sure how long this will be good. Like that, I've never tried this before. I would definitely keep an eye on it. Let me know what you think. Well, that's all I got for y'all this week. I really appreciate you watching this video. And if you like what I'm doing, I sure would appreciate if you hit the like button. And if you really like what I'm doing, I sure would appreciate if you considered subscribing to the channel. Until next time, I'll see y'all later.